Hi, good afternoon everyone. Here I am going to explain the topic of fifth chapter, that is flow over the notches and wears. Already we have discussed regarding this chapter in the class. Once again I am repeating here. So first of all, what we should know the basic difference between the notches and wears. So these two notches and wears are used to measure the rate of discharge flowing through the notches and wears. Both are using to measure the discharge. So first of all, what do you mean by notch? A notch may be defined as an opening in the side of the tank or a channel. So for example, if it is in a tank, it is in a rectangular tank, so it is an opening in the side of the tank. So in such a way that the liquid surface in the tank or a channel should be below the top edge of the opening. This is the top edge of the tank. The liquid should be below the top edge of the tank in a notches. So by the using of this, we have to measure the discharge, means how much of water is passing through this notch. You have to calculate here. So we have different types of notches. Those may be notches and wears. Those may be rectangular notch, triangular notch, trapezoidal notch. We have different types of notches. So when we came to the wears, notches are made up of with metallic plates. The basic difference between the notches and wears is notches and wears is by the using of notches you have to calculate the small discharges, means which are flowing through the notches, means by the using of this you have to calculate the small discharges. When we came to the wears, by the using of wears you have to calculate the more discharge. The wears are constructed with the masonry structure. These are placed across the river. Those are constructed across the river to raise the water level on the upstream side and to allow the excess water flow over to the downstream side. So here you may see the figure. This is in a masonry structure. Weir. This is in a weir. This is the upstream side. For example, this is the surface of the liquid level. This is the upstream side. This is the downstream side. By the using of weir, we have to raise the water level on the upstream side. When it is the water level is excess the top level, then it is flowing through the weir. So these are constructed with the masonry. So this is the basic difference between the notches and weirs. We have to, when we use the notches, we have to calculate the small discharges. When we use the weirs, we have to calculate the more discharges. So we have different types of notches: rectangular notch, trapezoidal notch, triangular notch. So first of all, we will discuss regarding the rectangular notches, means problems on rectangular notches. First problem 1 is the here, listen carefully. Water is passing over a rectangular notch 200 mm wide under a constant head of 100 mm. Find the coefficient of a discharge if the water is being collected in the tank at the rate of 11.2 liters per second. So he has given the problem is rectangular notch. So this he has given 200 mm wide or length, means 200 mm wide or length, means here solution B is equal 200 mm width, and he has given 100 mm. This is the head of the rectangular notch, so H is equal 100 mm. So here head is equal 100 mm, and also he has given discharge, means rate of flow. Q is equal 11.2 liters per second. He asked CD is equal how much? He has asked coefficient of discharge. As you know, already we derived the problem formula for the rectangular notch. The flow of the discharge over a rectangular notch, already we derived the discharge over a rectangular notch. Q is equal 2/3 into CD into L into root g into h for 3 by 2. As you know, all we know this formula already you derived. So here he has asked CD is equal to how much. So he has given B is equal to 200 mm in mms, H is given 100 mms, Q is given in liters per second. All the units should be converted into the same converted into same units. Here I am converting 200 mm. Here our aim is we have to calculate the coefficient of the discharge, means CD we should calculate here. So all the units should be converted into the meters. So B is equal 200 mm. So we should know that 1 meter, as you know, 1 meter is equal 1000 mm. So 1 × 10⁻³ meter is equal 1 mm. So here 200 into 10⁻³ meters means 0.2 meters. B width is equal. Next H is equal head is equal 100 mm. So 100 mm 100 into 10⁻³ meters. Here 0.1 meters. H is equal. Has given 11.2 liters per second. It should be converted into the meter cube per second. We know that 1 meter cube is equal 1000 liters per second. 1000 liters, sorry. 1 meter cube is equal 1000 liters. So here we should be converted into 10⁻³ meter cube is equal 1 liter. So here 11.2 into 10⁻³ meter cube per second. So discharge is equal. Here we converted all the units into the meters. So we have to calculate the CD, coefficient of discharge of a rectangular notch. So for that we know that 2/3 into CD into L into root G into H for 3 by 2. Here I am substituting all the values. So Q is equal 11.2 into 10⁻³ So 2/3 into CD is unknown. L is equal, here L is equal LR width is equal 0.2 and root 2G is equal 9.81 into H is equal 0.1 whole for 3 by 2. So here CD is equal 11.2 into 10⁻³ into 3 by 2 into 0.2 into root 2 into 9.81 into 0.81 into H for 3 for 3 by 2, 0.1 into whole for 3 by 2. Here you can get the value CD is equal 0.63. This is the coefficient of discharge of a rectangular notch.